and welcome to Manchester's most famous living room. It's our house! Well, Series 1 brought to you the best of unsigned bands in the Northwest ever. However, Series 2 is going to be even better.
Oh, yeah. That's it. So we're back with a show that everybody's talking about the most.
And I have to say, Steve, you're looking fantastic. You've had a great makeover.
No, wait a minute, Claire. I'm trying to tell you all day.
You can tell us about it later. Just tell us who's on the show.
Well, no, Claire, I've been trying to tell you.
Come on, don't keep us in suspense.
Well, Claire, I'm not actually...
Right, I'll do it then. On today's show, we've got Darren Poyzer.
And also, Claire, what I've been trying to tell you, well, today's band is 610 Repeater, and this is the thing. I'm not Steve. I'm actually Chris, the drummer from 610 Repeater.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Chris, the drummer from 610 Repeater.
So today we've got 610 Repeater actually on the show. We've also got a bit of fun and games, actually with one of our lucky audience members here.
Ooh,
right.
And I'm going to be going snowboarding with Steve, the real Steve, not you, Steve.
Well, not me, Steve. Okay, so here we go. First track, 610 Repeater with Today Somehow.
Yay!
I could sleep for hours, days bleed into days. Kept you on this passion, wish I don't need it. Now that I have seen a special kind of Anger makes me tired, patience starts to break. Sick of this indifference to be always. Now that I have seen a special kind of insincerity, how can I smile at you when I know you're to blame? I've never worked so hard at something just to fail. Put my feet on the ground, put my head in the cloud, and I know that something's got to change somehow, so I can see you what I can. Yesterday the world ended. Yesterday it fell apart. And now that I have seen a special kind of insincerity, how can I smile at you when I know you're to blame? I've never worked so hard at something just to fail. Put my feet on the ground, put my head in the cloud, and I know that something's got to change somehow, so I can see you what I can. How can I smile at you when I know you're to blame? I've never worked so hard at something just to fail. Put my feet on the ground, put my head in a cloud, and I know that something's got to change somehow, so I can see you what I can. How can I smile at you when I know you're to blame? I've never worked so hard at something just to fail. Put my feet on the ground, put my head in the cloud, and I know that something's got to change somehow, so I can see you what I can. Hey!
610 Repeater. We're going to have more of them and Chris a bit later on. But joining me on the famous sofa today, the first guest of Series 2, it's Darren Poyzer! Now, you've just had a bit of a go at me, haven't you, for mispronouncing your name, so...
Yeah. It's Poyzer.
Poyzer.
I've been called Poser and Poison. It's one of those names that, every now and again we pronounce it differently. But it's actually Poyzer.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not a problem.
I do apologise.
It's not a problem.
So you're a singer-songwriter. So for those who are unfamiliar with you, how would you sell yourself to them?
Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? A guy in a blue hat. That's what I am. I'm a guy in a blue hat. Sometimes without guitar, sometimes with guitar. I write songs. I've written songs for about 20 odd years. Came from a need to write songs, a need to say things, a need to get rid of a bit of anger and get rid of this idea I wanted to entertain people, which was quite natural to me. And so, I found a blue hat, put it on my head, thought, what a good idea, let's just be a guy in a blue hat, and that's what I am.
So what about your songs then? So you're saying that you need to vent, so what are your songs about mainly?
I think I kind of write all across the board as I can. I'm one of the few people who doesn't write lyrics down, I tend to sort of, if an idea stays, if there's something I feel passionately about, it goes into a song and I don't need to write it down physically, it stays in my head.
That's brilliant.
So,
and what sort of response do you get from that?
Like everybody else, sometimes I have good gigs, sometimes I'm absolutely appalling, but there you go. That's rock and roll. No, I think after having been writing and playing now for about 20 years, I think I'm just about getting it right-ish.
And speaking of good gigs, you've just had a good gig, haven't you?
Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Yeah, played a couple of times at Glastonbury.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. I had a girl called Fluff playing fiddle, which was fantastic. We hit a couple of good occasions in the weather, open air bandstand, just by Cross on Nerve. A couple of lovely shows at Glastonbury this year. It was very good for us.
So you had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
What about the crowd and the reaction and?
Just lovely. I mean, to have that many people in one space, all being nice to each other, is quite something.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go down the city centre at night and there's a bit of animosity in the air, or be in a club sometimes and it's a bit, whoa, what's going on here? Hey boys, hey. I think Glastonbury, is one of those places, one of those festivals where everyone's just genuinely cool. So
would you say that's one of your best gigs, or have you got any other gigs that you stick out in your mind at all?
I've got lots of luckily I've got lots of good gigs that stick out in my mind, and there's one or two bad ones as well, obviously. One of I think some of the most special gigs I've done, I like this idea of doing a little song in the round kind of thing, where a songwriter will play a song, then you'll play a song, then another songwriter, and you get a chance to bounce off other songwriters. Mm-hmm. I like to do that. It's one of those little gigs, and I've done that with people like Mark Burgess from the Chameleons. I did a show with Mark once where we did alternate songs, and that was a brilliant gig. I did the same with George Borowski, who is a friend of our house, and that was a lovely thing, because George is another very special songwriter. Yeah.
You've worked with Peter Hook as well, I believe.
Not worked with him strictly. The other thing about Peter Hook is that, and we're very privileged by this, is that myself, a guitarist called Kevin Farrell, and Fluff, the aforementioned fiddler, we recorded a version of Love Will Tear Us Apart. A song that I used to dance to in 1982, and get absolutely off my face to. And here I am many years later, this incredible thing where we recorded a really beautiful, dark, folky version of Love Will Tear Us Apart. And Hooky loves it enough, he's got it on his MySpace, so I think I can honestly say that he likes it. It's on Hooky's MySpace, it's the version that we recorded. If you'd have said to me back in 1982, when I was this little kid on the dance floor, off my face, that one day you will record that song, and Peter Hook, the Joy Division bass player, will go, yeah mate, that happens. I'd have never believed it, but life brings you good things every now and again if you stick at it and if you work.
And not only you're a singer-songwriter, you're a teacher as well?
Yeah, about 3 years ago I kind of had a career change, a whole new thing happened in my life. I became what's loosely termed a special needs music teacher, and I now work with children with autistic children, children with Downs, and some adults, Stockport Cerebral Palsy group, for example. One of the great things is that there's a group of children I've been working with out in Delamere Forest in Cheshire for 3 years now, and some of those children are now playing, and we've got a little band, and it's improvisation work, most of it, but it's music, it's fun, it's a way of communicating in ways that some of the children I work with don't have very, the communication is an issue for them.
Yeah.
But through music, we learn to communicate on a great level.
You've been a fantastic interview today. I just want to point out as well, you brought your ego with you today.
Yeah, my ego's over there. It's safely out the way. The people always say never take your ego on stage with you.
Yeah.
I decided I'd break that rule. I'd take my ego on stage with me everywhere I go. But provided it's over there out the way, it's there. And it's the thing where people can heckle me by text message as well if they want to.
That's brilliant. So it's Poisier, Poizer.com.
Poizer.com.
And have you got MySpace?
I have myspace.com/Darren Poyzer.
Yeah.
There's a Facebook thing and all that gubbins, and people can come. Please do come and say hello.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you for joining us on our house, and we'll have some acoustic from you a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, big cheer for Darren.
Okay, so here we are in the living room. Actually looking for someone to play egg roulette. Now, Stuart, are you brave enough to play egg roulette?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah. And what's your name? Where do you come from? Are you brave enough to play egg roulette?
My name's Stuart. I'm brave enough. If my friend Dan plays with me.
Yeah. Oh, Danny, are you brave enough to play egg roulette?
No, I've got to go now.
Oh, Dan's got to go. So I think we've got two contenders here for egg roulette. But in the meantime, what we'll do, we'll cut to an outing that Steve and Claire had. Actually, an adventure over at the Chill Factor E, snowboarding. So here we go. Let's have a look at what they got up to.
Hello and welcome to Chill Factory, the UK's longest real indoor snow slope. Today me and Steve are going to be facing a number of challenges. That is, of course, when he gets here.
Sorry I'm late. Sorry, I couldn't find my shorts. Right, what are we up to today?
What's the name of this place again, Steve?
Wait, Chill Factory. Have I got time to get changed?
Very quickly, go.
Right.
Just go. Every time. Well, here we are, walking through the doors of Chill Factory, where we're ready to enter a world of adventure and excitement.
And here's me walking out of the doors of Chill Factory and avoiding a world of pain and humiliation.
Oh, wait. The snow's not going to hurt you.
It's not the snow I'm worried about, it's you. I know how competitive you get.
I am not.
Yes, you are. Do you remember what happened when we played Monopoly and I won?
No. Actually, do you know what? I black out when I get angry. Come on, Steve, it's going to be so much fun.
Right, before we hit the slopes, just want to introduce you to our instructor for the day, Chris Scullion. Nice to meet you, Chris.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Right, tell us a little bit about Chill Factory.
Well, it's the UK's best indoor and longest indoor snow slope. We teach people to ski and snowboard. There's also tubing and lugeing tracks for people who don't want to come and actually slide around on the snow, just have a little bit of fun instead.
How long would you say it normally takes for someone from just strapping on a snowboard to being able to get all the way up to the top of there?
You're looking at anything from 6 to 10 hours worth of instruction, but give or take, it depends on the individual. Some people learn a lot quicker, some a little slower.
I notice as well you do other things here. There's also bars, there's also a rock climbing wall out there.
There is indeed, yeah. It's not just about the snow slope, there's rock climbing, there's bars and restaurants, it's not just about the snow.
So what is it that actually makes you want to snowboard?
Ultimately, it's good fun. Not only is it good exercise, but it just puts a big smile on your face, as you're going to find out later on.
Brilliant. Well, this behind us, this slope, is incredible. Now, all this, even though it is actually real, it's also fake.
Yeah.
What exactly is it?
It's artificially generated snow. We have snow cannons in the roof, and that blows compressed air and water droplets into the chilled atmosphere, As that falls down, it turns into snow, and when it lands on the ground, it's in perfect condition.
So it is genuine fake
It's
snow?
genuine fake snow, yeah.
So would you say it's an awful lot better than the original sort of Teflon dry ski
much
slopes?
better. It's much more in keeping with how it feels when you're in the mountains. Yeah, it's a bit more grip, and it doesn't hurt so much when you fall over. Let's go and get your kit up with some boots and some boards, and then we'll hit the slope.
All right then, lead on.
Let's go.
It wasn't me! I thought it'd be me, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it's quite thin up here. We just passed a mountaineering party. Unfortunately, they're frozen to death, and most of them had to eat their own shoes. But we're not going to end up like that. You know why? So we got one of the best instructors in the world over here.
And here we go with the first of this week's Our House challenges. Claire, straight under the limbo bar there.
Bring it, Steve.
And bring it he will. The big red machine sets himself up for a downhill run. Under the bar with perhaps a little bit of assistance. And he's proud of that one. Look at him posturing there. Next up, something slightly different. Who can get through the cones without falling flat on their backside? Claire tries first. She's steady on the approach, and she's through. Steve now. A little bit of wobble off to one side. Oh! And he's steady. And now, something just for fun. Who can get to the top the quickest? Claire or Steve? Let's find out. And now for our final challenge. Steve off first. Who can get through the gates without falling over? Has he? No, he's missed that first gate. He's going to be feeling sorry with himself. Oh, and he's gone! Right, Steve with the first fall of the day on this very important challenge. He cannot be happy with that. And here comes down the instructor, Chris. Set up the course again. And he's off. Can he make it through the third gate? Yes, he's made it through. And oh, he's over. He's over. No. No, he's back up on his feet. Managed to keep it steady. Now for Claire. A little bit of assistance, but can she do it? She's through the first gate. Safe and sound. Obviously spent far too much time on the bum. Through the second gate. Still looking good. Can she make it through the third one? She's trying it alone. And she's through. Oh, a little bit of a start. And she's down.
Right, I may have lost that one, and it may have been a complete and total unmitigated disaster. However, I want to make it perfectly clear that while I may have ballsed up by myself, Claire had help. And she still ballsed up.
These faster wheels, these better deals, these happy meals, they fill your hopes and they paint your dreams with shooting stars and jumping beams. The evolution, this constitution, the all-in-one gadget without the pollution, the happiest day, endless play, no terms or conditions with nothing to pay. On climbing frames we kiss and write our names. The law of ages, these turning pages, the things we destroy, the better wages that got somewhere we hope to find before those we leave behind. this television, the indecision, this aching heart that keeps on wishing we weren't at war with our own kind anymore. Catch if you can, catch this falling man. Catch if you can. Catch if you can, catch this falling man. Catch if you can. This demographic, it's pornographic. This radio is a blizzard of static. The writing on the wall says our enemies are here, they are not abroad. This burning tower, the witching hour, silhouettes of shapes, the endless showers, a neon lights, a fire to fight, a desire, a death for life. Catch if you can, catch this falling. Catch if you can, catch, he's calling you. Catch if you can, oh baby, please catch this falling man. Catch if you can. Catch if you can, catch if you can, catch if you can.
Joining me on the sofa now, I've got a band that were voted the best unsigned band by XFM Manchester. It's Six Ten Repeater! So it's Chris, Stu and Dan. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
So give us a bit of history of Six Ten Repeater then. Where are you from?
We're all from up north.
You're all kind of
various
spread
parts.
out though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from Carlisle originally. Chris is from Blackpool and Dan's from Preston.
Right, so how did you guys get together then?
I moved to Manchester from Leeds. I had a band in Leeds and we split up, so I thought I'd try my luck in Manchester. I just advertised on the internet and got these two reprobates.
Tell a romantic story now. Match.com.
So how long have you been together?
About a year and a half, 2 years.
Right, so you're doing really well because you're on the Pro Evolution Soccer.
We
Yeah.
got into Pro Evolution Soccer, Pro Evolution Soccer 9.
Yeah.
Which is now last year's game, but yeah,
How
no, it was
did
really,
that
really
come
good.
about?
Really, really good. We just got an email through on MySpace one day, actually from Konami themselves, believe it or not, which we were absolutely shocked at. We thought it was a hoax at first, and then they contacted our manager, and it all just went through really, really quickly.
Yeah.
And there it was, sure as light, smack bang on the game.
But you're not signed at the minute, are you?
No.
Still unsigned.
Still unsigned, but you're on the Pro Evo.
Pro Evo game.
soundtrack.
Yeah. In all honesty, we're probably thinking about keeping unsigned and probably just maybe putting stuff out ourselves.
Yeah.
Because today's market allows you to do it.
Yeah,
So
it does, yeah.
you know, why give other people your money?
So if we wanted to hear you, where can we hear you?
You can download the two songs that we got on Pro Evo from iTunes and Amazon.
I don't think it's on Amazon. No, no, it's not on Amazon as yet. It will be on Amazon. There's a single coming out probably around September time that we're going to put out ourselves. So we really need people to buy it, please. Yeah, and that will be available on probably every download site that you can find.
Yeah, is that going to be a full album or? Are you just
No, it's just a single at this stage, and then we'll put an EP out if that goes well. Then we'll put an album out.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourselves in say 5 years' time?
stadiums.
Yeah, in a big mansion in Los Angeles.
We'll all be living in Stu's mansion.
With a guitar swimming pool.
Yeah, and a helicopter.
And a helicopter, yeah definitely.
And Dan in a shed.
Gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
Can I come on your helicopter?
Yeah.
No.
So you've got a gig coming up, haven't you? You've got something special to tell us about your gig.
Yeah, so for August the 14th, we've actually been asked by the After Show to do a Best of Manchester. There's going to only be 2 of these shows, and we're one of the lucky bands, and actually we're going to be headlining the second room. I think if you'll let us, Claire, we'll give 2 tickets away for free.
Yeah.
To actually get into that show.
Yeah.
Normally these are £8 on a door, so I don't know. What should we say? First people to email in?
First people to email us, yeah. The email address is mail@ourhouse-manchester.co.uk. I'd say the first people to email get 2 free tickets to your gig.
Good stuff. Yeah, and we'll see you there, and you can buy us a pint at the bar. No.
So, Chris, you're guest presenting today.
Yep.
Can you give me any hints as to what today's little game is? Or?
Right, so we've got a game today. Hopefully, I'm going to rope one lucky contender into actually doing it, and then maybe somebody from the audience. We've got something called Egg Roulette, which is a bit mysterious. Stu, somebody could end up with egg on their face. So, so we'll see what happens there, which should all be fun and frolics.
So, just to reiterate then, anyone wants to hear your stuff, where do they go?
They can go to www.myspace.com/610repeater.
Well, you could just Google 610 repeater, so that's SIX10 repeater. 610 repeater. Just Google it, and there's loads and loads of stuff on there. There's Facebook pages, there's YouTube,
MySpace,
all sorts of stuff. We've even got fan clubs in Argentina, believe it or not.
Really?
But yeah, on you go, and you'll find us somehow.
How did that happen? How did you find out about that?
Someone through MySpace again. We've got loads of crazy fans all over the place. In all honesty, the music sells really, really well in Argentina, Brazil, Italy, because
Germany.
of the football.
Yeah.
You see, more of the football links.
Yeah.
And we just got this thing through one day saying we had a fan club in. It's his face with a big Argentinian flag behind it, with fans of 610 repeater, and him like, what's going on? One of his better pictures after one of his nights out, probably. But
How surreal is that?
it is. It's mental. It's
Pretty weird.
mental.
Pretty weird.
Well, I hope you go on to bigger and better things. I'm sure you will.
Hopefully.
And we'll be seeing more of you in the show later on. So thanks, guys, for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you very much.
There's nowhere to hide, we're not getting far. Would you like to ride? We can take on the stars. Still got my dreams and ambitions. You look like a girl with a mission. Say, hey, will you please close the door? I feel naked like this, and I'm not really sure if the feelings declared are the same. Are we falling in love or just playing the game? Teasing, pleasing, for crying out loud. This is really the stuff. Oh yeah. Maybe I could get closer to you than any other man could. As your smile lifts me up once again, sunshine takes care of the rain, comforting me, thinking of you, thinking of you. You dieting obsessive, manic depressive. You've given all that was special through a night on the wine, beaten the track, been through hell and back. Now you wanna take a shot at the boy on the line. Well, I don't wanna argue anymore. I feel naked like this, and I'm not really sure why you beat yourself up and then break all the rules. You reckless, beautiful, crazy, unpredictable. Teasing, pleasing, for crying out loud. Is it ever enough? Maybe I got closer to you than any other man could. As your smile lifts me up once again, sunshine takes care of the rain, still comforting me, still thinking of you, thinking of you, still thinking of you, thinking of you.
Okay, so here we are in the living room for today's game. Today's game is Egg Roulette. Now, we've got two players here. Contestant number one, what's your name? Where'd you come from?
My name's Stu, I'm from Manchester.
He's from Manchester, everybody! Okay, contestant number two, bit of a familiar face. What's your name? Where'd you come from?
I'm also called Stu from Manchester.
So we got Stu versus Stu. So this is the rules, guys, okay? Egg roulette. We get eggs. You get one go each, okay? First one and then obviously the next one. What you do, choose your egg. As soon as you touch the egg is yours, okay? You can't change, and that's the rules. Once you get the egg in your hand, smash, bang in the face. The one who ends up with the raw egg, because obviously the other ones are boiled, I never explained that, but now I have. They are the loser, because they've got egg on their face. So, let's play, let's bring the eggs in, Claire!
Yeah! Bring them on!
Here we go. Should we toss a coin to see who goes first?
Ladies first.
Ladies first? Well, there we go. Okay, Stu, let's choose an egg then, please. Whoa. Here we go. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! It's a hard-boiled one. It's a hard-boiled egg. Okay, Mr. Stu. Oh, your go.
Oh, right, here we go.
Whoa!
3, 2, 1.
So how many we got left? We've got 5 left. Right, Stu, your go. Carefully choosing there. Carefully choosing. Which one? Which one? There you go, to that one. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Go on! Oh.
These eggs.
Sack that, chef.
Disgraceful.
I'm going to eat these.
Next
Right, next one. Come on, next one up. Come on, let's go.
It's got to be this little baby here.
3, 2, 1. Only 3 left, Stu. Only 3 left.
Oh. Don't bottle it, man.
Only 3 left. Which one you gonna choose? Oh, you go to the big one.
3,
2, 1. Oh! All right, 2 left. 50-50 chance, Mr. Miller.
Well, I'm going to go for this one. The only reason being it looks like it's got a bit of residue.
Yolk.
It could have been
Bit of
boiled.
yolk in
Could have
it.
been boiled.
Bit of yolker.
I could be wrong.
Bit of yolker.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. That's it. Penultimate. Come on, Stu.
Excuse me, I'm over here.
Squeeze me. Squeeze me. Here we go. Have some, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Go! Thanks very much to our 2 players there, Stu and Stu. Okay. next week?
I'm sure you'll agree it's been an action-packed week this week.
Fantastic, absolutely. I can't wait till next week, Claire.
Have you got more games?
I hope I've got more games.
I hope so too. I can't wait, so we'll see you next week.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, I'm Alan Fletcher, aka Dr. Carl Kennedy, and you're watching Our House.
I will believe in the Father and Son. I will stand fast in front of their guns for you, only you. Engulfed by your sun, I'm an angelic light. Whatever you do, it just seems so right to me. I've seen, I'll be waiting for you, breaking through to light, making good my world. Run from the voice of the Father that's right. Please don't succumb to the poison and bribes they deal. Yeah, they deal. The storms in your head are breaking your rock. But you're just like me, you're ruled by your heart, it seems. How it bleeds.